Elon Musk's plans of colonizing Mars have just been ruined by this crazy discovery from America's space agency, NASA. What is this big discovery that is dimming Elon's ambitions of conquering Mars by 2050? Does Elon have any hopes of taking people to Mars, or have his plans hit a dead end with NASA's revelations? And why is this a big deal for the tech billionaire? Join me today in this video where we will explore how Elon Musk's plans for Mars have been ruined by this crazy discovery from NASA. Many scientists and astronomers agree that Mars is the only other known habitable planet apart from Earth. However, the fact that there is no tangible evidence to support the truth of this belief has always been a significant barrier. This is due to the fact that there is no evidence in the physical world that life exists on the red planet. Since the dawn of modern astronomy, scientists and researchers from all over the world have been working tirelessly to learn more about our nearest neighbor. They have made numerous successful attempts to land research vehicles and instruments on Mars, and sophisticated satellite telescopes have been used to survey the Martian atmosphere and topography. Several unmanned spacecraft, landers, and robotic rovers are currently exploring the planet's surface, photographing it, collecting samples for analysis, and transmitting data back to Earth. Several governments have achieved this goal by collaborating with their national space agencies. Russia, China, the United Kingdom, and the European Union have all attempted to send multiple research instruments to Mars. But NASA in the United States has been far better. As NASA puts it, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. So as to determine whether Musk's claims are feasible, NASA has continued its Mars explorations without let-up. American billionaire Elon Musk is one man that does not just settle for less. Despite his enormous successes, Elon Musk believes that the quest of colonizing Mars is still a long way off. In fact, recently he has become dissatisfied with the speed and zeal with which space research, particularly Mars-related research, is being conducted. Well, contrary to what you might think, Musk finds them dull and uninteresting because they lack the guts to try new things. Particularly for NASA, he puts it this way. At NASA, there is a ridiculous belief that success is unattainable. It is possible that this attempt will fail. The absence of failure indicates a lack of risk-taking. This inspiration has guided Elon into developing an unprecedented mission that only requires optimistic thinking, audacity, and intelligence. What could possibly sustain Elon's boundless optimism? He stated in 2016 at the International Astronautical Congress in Guadalajara, Mexico, "On a personal level, I am accumulating wealth for this purpose. In all honesty, my only other ambition is to aid in the creation of life on other planets." It's fascinating and surprising that he did so by selling off his numerous expensive mansions and downsizing to a $50,000 boxable casita. Bro wouldn't even get a new mattress. Bro does not live like a billionaire. Bro lives at times below the poverty line. Grimes expressed complete disbelief when asked about her reaction to learning about Musk's strange habits. His actions were clearly going to cause friction between him and his wife, but who cares? Not even his wife would hold him back from achieving his goals. What's the point of such irrational sacrifices? According to Musk, an apocalyptic event annihilating all life on Earth is on the horizon. That is why he has never given up hope that a spacefaring civilization will one day be able to prevent this fate. NASA scientists are beginning to wonder if humans will ever be able to settle on Mars. There are real obstacles along the way that can only be overcome with knowledge and tools that we do not yet have. A recent NASA scientific report has cast doubt on Elon Musk's endeavor. It would appear that this latest discovery will change every conceivable conclusion derived from Elon's statements. After all, NASA, brag about being in a class of their own and being ahead of the competition due to their research abilities. Several NASA spacecraft are currently in orbit around Mars, including the Mars Atmospheric and Volatile Evolution, the Mars Odyssey, and the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. What have they discovered on Mars to ruin Musk's crazy plans? But before we get to that, let's find out why you should be concerned whenever NASA makes a major discovery. As a matter of fact, NASA currently has spacecraft operating on Mars. Two such vehicles are the Mars Insight Lander, which launched on the 5th of May 2018 and landed on the Red Planet on November 26 of the same year, and the Mars Perseverance Rover, which was launched on the 30th of July 2020 and landed on the Red Planet on February 18, 2021. Both of these missions are added to NASA's long list of successful spacecraft missions. which includes the Curiosity rover and the Viking 1 and 2 probes from the 70s. As a result, any claims made by NASA can be supported by data collected by their scientific instruments on Mars. With the help of the American government, NASA has grown to incredible heights over the course of its many space missions. Mars is the nearest terrestrial planet to Earth that has evidence of supporting life. The research, however, shows that due to a few environmental factors, life cannot survive there in any significant way. Without solving this problem, getting humans to Mars will be Musk's biggest challenge. Elon Musk laid out his grandiose plan to colonize Mars on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert in 2015. When interviewed, he proposed dropping a thermonuclear bomb over the poles as the quickest solution. Musk is confident that his approach is scientifically sound, despite the fact that it has been criticized by a number of scientists. What plans does Elon Musk have to improve the harsh conditions that exist on Mars right now? There is a possibility that there was a period of time in Mars's past when the conditions were favorable for the evolution of life in that environment. Even with all of the research and exploration done, we still don't know for certain if Mars could support human life, but Musk has a plan. The two planets, Earth and Mars, share a geological foundation. Iron-rich rocks cover much of the surface of both Earth and Mars. The planet's signature reddish color is caused by iron oxides on its surface. Mars, like Earth, revolves once around the Sun in order to complete one rotation. The difference in day length is discernible, but not dramatic. Mars days are slightly longer than Earth days, lasting approximately 24 hours and 37 minutes. But Elon Musk is perplexed by the glaring lack of environmental factors conducive to human life on this red planet, and not by the length of days and years. Why? Nitrogen makes up 78% of the atmosphere. Oxygen makes up 20%, and the remaining 1% is made up of other gases such as carbon dioxide. Conditions on Mars are less favorable than on Earth. Carbon dioxide accounts for 96% of the atmosphere, while oxygen accounts for only 0.145%. Obviously, no living thing can survive in such a low oxygen environment. As another major impediment, Elon Musk is attempting to solve the problem of climate change. Mars's average surface temperature is significantly lower than Earth's. Because it is farther from the Sun, Mars has an average temperature of minus 63 degrees Celsius, while Earth has an average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius. Finding safe drinking water is a long shot at best. However, major discoveries have implied that water does indeed exist on Mars. One among them is the discovery made by NASA's spacecraft and robotic rovers that discovered frozen water near the poles. On Mars, precipitation can take many forms, including snowfall caused by ice clouds. Only carbon dioxide precipitation reaches the surface, making Mars an inhospitable desert. Even the driest desert on Earth is far more habitable than Mars. What solution does Musk propose after this thorough explanation of the problem? According to him, the only solution is to use a thermonuclear weapon. Elon Musk proposed terraforming as a solution to the extreme pressure and temperature on Mars due to the thin atmosphere. To make Mars habitable for humans, a process known as terraforming will be used to create an artificial atmosphere. Musk has proposed detonating thermonuclear weapons over the polar carbon dioxide ice caps to accomplish this. This softens and evaporates them into the air, contributing to the accumulation of greenhouse gases and a localized warming effect. The planet's temperature will rise dramatically as the CO2 layer grows, allowing liquids to exist on the surface. Recent NASA studies, however, have revealed that Mars has a vanishingly small amount of carbon dioxide, making it difficult to manually alter the planet's atmosphere. Because the atmospheric pressure on Mars is only 0.6% of that on Earth, a CO2 pressure comparable to the total atmospheric pressure on Earth is required. That is, without a doubt, a sizable sum. If all of Mars' CO2 ice caps were vaporized by something like thermonuclear bombs, NASA estimates that the carbon pressure increase would be only about 1.2% of the pressure in Earth's atmosphere. Consider for a moment that SpaceX, despite developing yet another innovative solution, has discovered a way to cause comets and asteroids to collide with Mars, warming the ground and releasing CO2. According to NASA, this will only produce 4% of the required pressure. It's not even close to being a noteworthy discovery. Furthermore, despite the fact that a carbon dioxide deep dive is being conducted in the mineral deposits beneath Mars's surface, the end result will be no more than 5% of the pressure that exists in Earth's atmosphere. Attempts to make Mars more habitable have largely failed, according to NASA scientist and CU professor Bruce Jakosky. Our results suggest that there is not enough CO2 remaining on Mars to provide significant greenhouse warming if the gases were released into the atmosphere, and that the majority of the CO2 gas is not accessible and could not be readily mobilized. As a result, terraforming Mars with current technology is impossible. Furthermore, NASA has revealed new details that have effectively put an end to SpaceX's terraforming dreams. Mars, unlike Earth, does not have its own magnetic field. This is hugely important because the planet's magnetic field is what keeps its atmosphere together. Everyone knows that Musk in his usual form is capable of the impossible. Do you think that Musk will surprise us by overcoming the challenges that come with the crazy discovery from NASA that is currently ruining his quest of colonizing the Red Planet? Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. Anyways guys, if you want to see more interesting videos, click the video right above. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications enabled so you don't miss out on the latest Elon Musk news.